What if we told you that a single man, before reaching his 33rd birthday, had forever changed the course of history? That man, ladies and gentlemen, was none other than Alexander the Great. An enigmatic figure whose life and exploits continue to fascinate historians and laymen alike, centuries after his demise. In a staggeringly short span of time, he conquered vast territories, stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. But who was this man really? And what made him such an extraordinary leader and conqueror? Born to King Philip II of Macedonia, Alexander was steeped in the arts of warfare and kingship from an early age. His father's influence was undeniable, shaping Alexander's ambitions and honing his military genius. The tale of Alexander's life is a captivating one, filled with triumphs, tragedies, and timeless lessons. Strap in as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the life and legacy of this iconic figure. In 336 BC, a young man ascended to the throne of Macedonia. Little did the world know, it was about to witness a revolution. The young man was none other than Alexander, later known as Alexander the Great. He ascended to the throne following the sudden and brutal assassination of his father, King Philip II. As a young boy, Alexander was groomed for leadership, tutored by the great philosopher Aristotle himself. He was well versed in politics, philosophy, and warfare, a combination that would prove lethal in the years to come. The ascension to the throne was no smooth affair. Macedon was rife with internal strife and external threats. Alexander was quick to act, proving his worth as a leader and a strategist. His first act as king was to quell the rebellions that had erupted in the northern regions of the kingdom. With a display of swift military prowess, he managed to suppress the uprisings, thus solidifying his position as king. But Alexander's vision extended far beyond the borders of Macedonia. He dreamt of a united Greece, a dream his father had initiated but could not bring to fruition. Alexander, however, was determined to see this dream become a reality. He led his army south, defeating the combined forces of Athens and Thebes at the Battle of Chaeronea. This stunning victory marked the end of the city-state's independence and the beginning of a united Greece under Macedonian rule. Alexander's rule was characterized by strategic diplomacy and brutal military campaigns. He maintained control over the Greek city-states through a combination of force and political maneuvering. He was a king who knew when to wield the sword and when to extend a hand in friendship. Yet, his ambition was not quenched. He had achieved what his father could not, uniting Greece under one banner. But Alexander was not one to rest on his laurels. He was a visionary, a dreamer who saw a world far beyond the borders of Greece and Macedonia. With the Greek city-states under his control, Alexander set his sights on a far greater prize, the mighty Persian Empire. A man of ambition, Alexander didn't just aim to conquer, he aimed to create an empire that spanned the world. To understand the magnitude of Alexander's ambition, we must delve into his military campaigns against the Persian Empire. His most notable battles, the Battle of Issus and Gaugamela, reveal his innovative military strategies and tactics that would redefine warfare. The Battle of Issus, fought in November of 333 BC, was a turning point in Alexander's campaign. He was vastly outnumbered, but he turned this disadvantage into a strategy. By deploying his forces in a phalanx formation, he was able to create a dense and highly maneuverable unit that could withstand the Persian onslaught. This formation, coupled with Alexander's personal bravery and leadership, led to a decisive victory over the Persians. Next came the Battle of Gaugamela, in October of 331 BC, which would become one of Alexander's most celebrated victories. The battle took place on an open plain, which was advantageous for the Persians due to their superior numbers. However, Alexander, ever the tactical genius, used this to his advantage. He drew the Persian forces out, creating gaps in their lines which his cavalry then exploited. The result was a rout of the Persian forces and the eventual capture of their king, Darius III. These victories were not just displays of military might, but also of Alexander's ability to adapt and innovate. He was not just a conqueror, he was a military genius, a master of strategy, and a leader who inspired his men to achieve the impossible. But his conquests were not just about land and power. They were about creating a legacy that would stand the test of time. He sought to create a world that was united under one rule, his rule. He sought to bring together different cultures and ideas, to create a melting pot of civilization that would forever change the course of history. Alexander's victories over the Persians were not just military triumphs, they were statements of his unquenchable thirst for glory. Scene script. Ruler of an empire that stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far as India, Alexander was more than a conqueror. He was an empire builder. Alexander the Great, known for his military prowess, was equally remarkable as an administrator and cultural visionary. His empire, vast and diverse, was managed with a level of sophistication that was quite extraordinary for his time. After conquering Persia, Alexander didn't merely impose Greek rule, he endeavored to merge the Greek and Persian cultures, a testament to his foresight and understanding of governance. He adopted Persian customs, married a Persian princess, and encouraged his men to take Persian wives. This was not merely a political maneuver, but a deliberate attempt to foster unity and harmony among his diverse subjects. It was these policies that allowed Alexander's empire to thrive and grow. His approach to governance was far from dictatorial. He incorporated Persian nobles into his administration and allowed the regions he conquered to retain a degree of autonomy, as long as they remained loyal to him. He understood that the strength of an empire lay not in its ability to suppress, but in its ability to integrate. But it wasn't all about politics and governance. Alexander had a grand vision for his empire, one that included the founding of cities. The most famous of these was Alexandria in Egypt, a city that served as a beacon of Greek culture, learning, and trade in the heart of the ancient world. Alexandria was more than just a city, it was a symbol of Alexander's ambition and his desire to spread Greek culture and knowledge. However, behind this grand vision and remarkable administrative acumen, Alexander was a man burdened by the weight of his own ambition. His relentless pursuit of power and glory led to a life marked by tragedy and personal loss. His empire, as vast and mighty as it was, proved to be short-lived. It began to crumble soon after his untimely death at the young age of 32. But as with all great men, Alexander's life was marked by tragedy, and his empire was short-lived. Alexander's empire crumbled after his death, but his legacy, that was eternal. When Alexander the Great breathed his last, he left behind a world forever changed by his actions. His conquests had reshaped the known world, stretching from Greece to Egypt, and as far east as India. His empire, vast and diverse, was a testament to his military genius and unyielding ambition. But as grand as his empire was, it was his legacy that truly stood the test of time. The spread of Hellenistic culture was one of the most significant impacts of Alexander's conquests. As he marched his armies across continents, he did not merely subjugate nations, he introduced them to Greek culture, philosophy, and political ideals. This cultural diffusion led to the Hellenistic era, a period of history marked by the mingling of Greek and Eastern cultures, and a blossoming of arts, sciences, and philosophy. From the deserts of Egypt to the valleys of India, the imprints of Hellenistic culture can still be seen today, a testament to Alexander's far-reaching influence. Cities named after him, like Alexandria in Egypt, still stand as symbols of his enduring legacy. Another aspect of Alexander's legacy was his influence on future military leaders. His tactical genius, his innovative strategies, his ability to inspire and lead his men, all these became a blueprint for future conquerors. From Julius Caesar to Napoleon Bonaparte, many of history's greatest military minds studied and sought to emulate Alexander's battlefield prowess. His ability to unite disparate cultures under one banner, his promotion of cultural exchange, and his revolutionary military tactics. These are all part of Alexander's enduring legacy. He was not just a conqueror, but a visionary who believed in the power of culture and knowledge. His empire may have crumbled, but his ideas, his influence, his legacy, they live on. Alexander the Great, a man of relentless ambition and unparalleled military genius, left a legacy that continues to shape our world, centuries after his death. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to subscribe for more. Check out the video description for a special gift, a free audiobook.